We've got the Sig Sauer Romeo 4XT-Pro. Woo! This is the one with the AAA battery compartment. It does not run on the CR 2032. If you're curious, the one that runs on the CR 2032 is the 4T Pro. They are nearly identical with the exception of the battery compartment. We got a little, I don't even know what you would actually call this. I've heard many words for it. Bikini, thong, whatever. In case you want to take off the lens caps that come with it, which I'm a big fan of. I like lens caps that you can see through. Jeez, these are tight.
That's what she said.
And pop off. Wow. All right. We've got a little tool. Oh, it's actually made of metal this time. Good on you. Good on you, Sig. Let's see. Ooh, we got a long bit. That's handy. We've got a AAA battery that cannot be easily retrieved. We've got I'm guessing an extension plate if you need to raise up the mount a little bit. I'm guessing this is the difference between absolute co-witness and lower thirds. And then we've got the little flash hide end cap, hex end cap. Ooh, that popped. Oh, neat. And then a not see-through lens cap. Like I've already said, I'm a fan of the see-through lens cap. So what we'll probably do is keep the back cap on and put the hex cap on the front. But yeah, so as for the actual optic, this mount will be coming off. The optic is a little bit longer. Oh, long. It's not really that big of an optic. They do actually send you a good battery. Imagine that. Someone that sends you a good battery. I mainly say that because I've had quite a few that come with some Chinese knockoff battery that lasts a fraction of the time of an actual good battery. All right, there we go. So let's get this thing on. I'm guessing it's just like any other. Yep, you hold one button and it'll turn on. So let's turn this guy up real quick so I can demonstrate the NV button. Let's see. So there we go. It's up pretty high. Now we hit the NV button and it goes so low that we can't see it. But if you had nods on, you'd be able to see it. These feel very sturdy. This feels way more sturdy than the Romeo 5, which is very sturdy. It actually doesn't feel that sturdy, but it's a very sturdy optic. I have 3 and I've never had one fail, and they get quite abused. To actually remove these lens caps, if you want to do the kill flash on the front, or I think this only goes on the back, they might be the same, or to install this different lens cap. So each of them have 2 rings, right, on each end. The inner ring is the one that actually attaches to the hinge and holds the cap. Like that, you see, a bit better right there. The ring right inside the lens cap is the threaded portion, okay? So the best way I have found to do this, take this guy. It won't work on the 4T Pro model, but just jam it in here and do that, okay? If it's a little tight and you can't hand do it. So once you do that, you don't have to actually rotate this around because it'll obviously hit the tube. So you just get it to a point where you can hold that tight, and then you loosen that threaded ring just like that, and then there you go. So now to put in our kill flash, it just threads. Sig does sell this separately. They don't call it a kill flash on their website, which is kind of weird, but it is marketed as 4. So it's for the Sig Romeo 4. So I imagine that means any of the Romeo 4 line it will work on. which makes sense because the body shape is pretty much the same on all of them. But so that's what that looks like. People always wonder if a kill flash is super apparent when you have your optic on. If you wear glasses, think about it like this. If you have something on your glasses and you're focusing on it, yeah, you can see it. But as soon as you focus on anything else, you can't see it anymore. And typically other people are the ones telling you that your glasses are dirty. Same sort of deal. Kill flashes, yeah, you can see them. You can see the honeycomb shape, but it's really not that big of a deal, all in all. So I will not be swapping out the back cap. I will be lining it up though, because I like the idea of being able to see two different options. So should this get messy and dirty at all, I can just, I'll need to break it in, but I can just pop it off and I can now see again. I like that idea. I also like the idea that this is a plastic film on the lens cap. I can just wipe that off and not super worry about it messing up the glass on my optic. Yeah, so that's the optic. It's pretty sweet. I will not be using the mount, but if you wanted to use the mount, you can go to absolute co-witness instead of lower third. They include a tool, so you just go in here, take all these out, blah, blah, blah. I think this wrench actually includes a socket. Yeah. It's really just a wrench. It doesn't click in anywhere. That's kind of annoying. But technically, you can do it all with this. You would just take that out, and then there's new screws installed that are a little longer that go through the plate, and you would just pop this plate in. It should go either way. I believe it's reversible. And then you would just feed these screws back in. They actually do have a fair bit of Loctite on them, so that's cool. Good on you, Sig. It's not just a little dab. It actually covers the whole circumference of the thread. So that's nice to see, and it is a solid piece of metal. If you wanted to take all of your lens caps off and no kill flash, this is what you would use instead. I think that's stupid. Sorry. I mean, that's what comes on the Romeo 5, and I use it because I don't want my glass to get messed up, but I might be switching my Romeo 5s out to this if I really like this option. I'll actually probably go with the 4T-Pro because it uses the same battery type, and I actually have a ton of AAA batteries that we don't really use any of, so that's why I went this option. So I have an additional optic without having to increase my battery quota that I already keep, because you never know what you're going to end up getting that has a AAA battery. So yeah, but I'll probably end up getting the 4T instead of the 4XT. It also saves you a few bucks typically. It is waterproof. There's these sealants right here and everything. But yeah, it is a waterproof optic, in case anyone's curious. I feel like most optics are these days. Some boys will be angry about this, but I would rather have this than an Aimpoint, I'll be honest with you. Or at least the 4T model. It's like half the price, and does the same freaking thing, and adds an NV button. Forgive me for my shaky hands. This is zoomed in quite a lot. I've tried to film this a few times and you just can't see the reticle changing. So we're zoomed in a crap ton so you can actually see what's going on with the reticle. So we have 4 options. We have obviously the classic, my preference, single dot. This is a 2 MOA dot. And then unfortunately you have to go through the entire line of these to cycle back through. You can't just go up or down. And then we got 4 dot. I don't know the separation on these. I don't know what the actual dot sizes are. I would guess all of them are 1 MOA. They all look about 1 MOA. But they're for holds. Then if we hold down again, we'll get a 65 MOA ring with the 2 MOA dot in the center. And then if we hold again, we get the 4 dots with the ring. And then holding down one more time will take us back to the beginning where we have a single 2 MOA dot.